Hi, this is an update on the Delft Toolkit. First, I'm going to show you how to do some authoring here in the visual authoring system of the toolkit, which will affect the virtual object, and then later it'll affect the robot. Let's get started. So first, I'm going to add a condition. This is what will trigger the action that we're going to create. And so we'll do that. We'll create the condition that'll cause the action. And initially what I'm going to do is we're going to look for keyboard input on the computer. So we'll do check keyboard input, and then we select what key, which will be number 1. And now let's add an action. And that action will be to move forward. So we'll create the ding action here. And we have a whole range of options here. We're going to just select forward. So now let's hook those up. There we go. And you can see that if I press the 1 key, I have to press play. Okay, if I press the 1 key, now it moves forward. And if I press it again, it moves forward again. So let's add just a little bit more here. We'll add another action. And this time we'll go backwards. So instead of forward, we'll say backward. And notice here that we can control how long that takes. We're taking a second right now. So if I hook that up, oops, wrong one. If I hook that up here, and then we play. So now if I press the 1 key, it goes forward and then backward. Now let's stop. Let's create a different condition here because what we want actually is to be able to marionette this from outside the computer, so using the iPad, which you can see here. So I'm going to do a condition here and then add the task, and we'll do one from the Delft Toolkit, and that's the Marionette event. So here we're going to look for button 1, which you can see is already here. And then all we do is hook it up, and now you can see that if I press play, now you can see that if I press the first button, it triggers the action remotely. So that's easier to work with in a testing condition. Okay, so now let's see it with the robot. Let me just turn the robot on. And so now I can press the button, and it goes backwards, for forwards and backwards. All right. So now I want to show you a little more complicated setup, and let me just switch to that. So let me start it. Okay, so we've got the 2 conditions here. That's these 2 buttons. So again, we're Wizard of Ozing this. So I'm going to say hello. So that was its response. And then if I say goodbye, okay. So you can see we can simulate the responses and work out the behavior of the system. So that's a quick early look at the Delft Toolkit in progress.